Hi Libra Sun Moon Rising, I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. I am a soul therapist and an intuitive that connects with the angelic energy, and I help the helpers, the light bringers, and the soulpreneurs of this world to live their most magical life. Today we are going to be tapping into that angelic energy to connect you with your messages for December 2019. How are you going to wrap up this 2019? What do you need to know to best navigate this month, and what messages do the angels have for you? So we are going to dive into my angel tarot deck and take a peek at your messages for this month. So let's take a peek first at the overarching theme. What do you need to know in regard to the overarching theme for this month? So here we have the Chariot reversed. Okay, so the Chariot is all about moving forward, forward momentum, change, shifting, stepping into something new, okay? And I feel like you guys are like right on the brink of a pretty major change, something that you've been manifesting, something you have been hoping for, but there is a frustration around this, like, why isn't this moving forward? Why isn't this happening? There is it feels like something you've waited on for a very long time, and you're just like, seriously, can this just happen for me already? What is blocking this? What is holding me back? And I really feel like this is connected with divine timing, you know? And sometimes we think that we know what we're manifesting is what's best for us, but sometimes that gets blocked because there's something better, and that something better has to come in the absolute best timing. So you are encouraged to have patience because this is coming. I feel like this is coming early into the next year, but have patience and try not to focus too much on the fact that you don't have this thing. Instead, bring yourself back into that positive energy of just enjoying life and finding gratitude with exactly where you're at, which I know is really annoying to hear when you're frustrated and you're wanting something in particular to move forward with or forward. But I know that this is something that's going to move for you in the best way possible, and you're just going to be like, oh, this is why I had to wait so long. And I think that that'll make sense in the future as you're looking back. So have patience, keep the faith, keep going, keep doing what you're doing, because you're not on the wrong path. This isn't a sign that you're on the wrong path or that you are doing something wrong. You know, certainly if you feel intuitively compelled to make a few tweaks, make a few changes to whatever it is that you are focusing on, do that, of course, because we can always better ourselves and we can always make those little tweaks. But I feel like overall you are on the right path here with moving in the direction of that thing. So let's take a look at what barriers you might expect for this month. Okay. Here we have the Page of Air. Okay, so the Page of Air energy is it's about being told something that you don't want to hear, or truths that are coming to the surface that you don't want to face, or even thoughts of your own that are kind of bubbling to the surface, maybe intuitive thoughts. Sometimes when our intuition comes in and it tells us we need to make this change, we need to do this thing, we understand that we need to do it, but it's so annoying, and it's not what we want to hear, so we ignore it, right? You're never encouraged to ignore your intuition, although I do it all the time myself. You know, as much as I do listen to my intuition the majority of the time in my life, there are sometimes where I just find myself feeling so irritated with the intuitive messages that are coming through, or the intuitive messages are making me wildly uncomfortable. You know, intuition tends to push us out of our comfort zone. It tends to make us take those leaps of faith, do something that is uncomfortable, make a change that you don't feel emotionally ready for, whatever it is, right? But if we can listen to it, if we can honor that, amazing things come on the other side of it. Have you ever heard when they say leap and the net will appear? It's kind of this energy, right? So whatever that is for you, leap in the net will appear. Trust and stop ignoring your intuition, or maybe it's not even coming in the form of your intuition. Maybe it's coming from outside of yourself. Maybe somebody has said something to you or given you some information that you're like, ugh, I just really don't like that person, or I don't like how they said that, or whatever. Because you might not like the way that the message was delivered, but it doesn't mean that the message was wrong. Or you might not like who the message was delivered from. But tease out what you need to, and look at the heart of the message that's coming through, and look at what you're being told, because it's a message that you need to hear. Pay attention to what people are saying to you. Pay attention to what's being reflected back at you, because while it may be difficult to hear, or annoying to hear, or not what you want to hear, it's an important message for you to hear. So you are encouraged to pay attention to that and not hold yourself back simply because you don't like the message. Now let's take a look at what advice the angels have for you guys. Okay, all right, so here we have the Ten of Fire, and the Ten of Fire is about just being so overwhelmed, so overworked, whether it's work stuff, whether it's personal stuff, whatever it is, you've got too much on your plate. And this is about asking for help, allowing help, finding balance. This is about, you know, if it goes too long, stress-related health concerns. So if you're finding yourself feeling really physically off, if you're finding yourself really struggling with things, that's what this is about, you know? And so any efforts that you can make to get your health back into balance, to get yourself emotionally, psychologically, spiritually, physically back into balance, take them, because you need to. This is really important. At this point, it's impacting your health. And if it's not right now, it will in the near future, unless you make some changes. And so this is really important for you to honor this and to adjust as needed, okay? And sometimes that means saying no. Sometimes that means asking for help. Sometimes that means simply taking a break. So find a way to do that. Find a way to get yourself back into balance, because that's super, super important for you guys as you're moving forward. Now let's take a look at what's going well for you. Okay, so we have the Seven of Water reversed. Okay, so this is you. I feel like this is you taking your time to make a decision, and it's necessary for you to take your time. This is you not rushing into something. This is you not allowing the anxiety that you feel around certain things to force you to make a decision that you don't know is best for you. So whatever it is, you know, maybe you're trying to decide what's next for you in your life. Maybe you are just exploring some shifts in your life, and you're just trying to feel that out. You're just trying to like take your time. You're encouraged to keep doing that. That's going really well for you. That's helping you to intuitively connect. And I do think that you're getting some answers. And again, you might not always like the answers, but the answers, if you can follow them, are going to lead you on your best life path and bring you more joy than you ever could have imagined. So you are connecting to your intuition. You are using that to make your decisions for yourself. So let yourself take your time. Don't procrastinate, right? Don't avoid, don't ignore. That's a really different thing than taking your time to feel things out. You want to kind of visit it, come back to it, explore it, and then let it go again, and then come back to it, so that you can make both an intuitive and a logical decision here. I feel like that's going to be really important for you guys. Now let's take a look at what else you need to know for this month. What other messages do the angels have for you? Oh, here. Okay. We have the Justice card, okay? So something hasn't felt fair. Maybe even there is a court-related situation or a legal situation, or a divorce, or, I mean, there's so many different ways that things that this can represent in your life. But for you as a Libra, when things don't feel fair, that's really tough. Right? That's really challenging for you guys, especially. That's so important for you. this is really suggesting that justice will be served, that something is going to come in, and so let it go. Don't worry about it too much. Try not to focus on it too much, because justice is going to be served, and there isn't really a whole lot that you need to do here to allow for that to happen. You know, the card itself says fair and just decisions. Do what you know is right. Stand up for your beliefs. So this is also about using that internal compass and making decisions that you know are right and that you know are following that moral compass that you have, and not letting yourself be influenced and impacted by other people and what other people want from you, or their judgments or whatever. Doing what's best, doing what's fair, doing what's right from your perspective. And as long as you can honor that, I think that you're going to feel really good about the decisions that you're making. Now we're going to take a look with my fairy deck as well, and just look for one more, ask for one more theme card for this month. Wrapping up this December, wrapping up this 2019. Okay, so sexuality. This is maybe going to be a focus for you. This is maybe going to be something that you're going to be exploring, whether you are exploring your sexuality in different ways, trying different things, being more open in that way. You know, there's so many different ways that this could be influencing your life. Maybe, you know, you are exploring your thoughts and your feelings, and taking different approaches in regards to your sexuality. So let yourself just be open, let yourself just flow with what's trying to come through, because I think that it's trying to teach you about yourself. It's trying to allow you to honor that sexual part of yourself. So I think that could be really fun for you this month, right? So those are your messages for December 2019. I'm Christy Forsyth with Clarity by Christy. If you like this video, make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit the bell as well, so that you get notifications for any of my videos that I upload here on this channel. I so appreciate you guys. If you want to learn more about me or about Clarity, you can check me out at discoveryawakening.com. I will see you guys soon with another video. Take care.